When filling 1/4 your plate with protein at every meal, you'll want to seek out lean proteins, nuts, beans, and seafood. We'll explain how to identify healthy options for each throughout this video. But first, what exactly is protein and why is it important? Protein is needed by our bodies every day to keep us healthy and strong. There are two types of proteins: animal proteins and plant proteins. Animal proteins include meat, fish, and poultry like chicken and turkey, and eggs, whereas plant proteins include beans, nuts, seeds, and tofu. Both animal and plant proteins offer healthy options. When buying animal proteins, you'll want to watch for items high in fat. It's best to choose the leanest option, the option with the least amount of fat when possible. Another tip would be to try to avoid meats with a lot of visible fat. Fat in red meat looks like white lines or chunks of white. You can trim the fat from meats by removing the skin before cooking, and you'll still get all of the protein without the added fat. Also, highly processed meats such as hot dogs, pepperoni, salami, sausage, and bacon are high in fat and sodium or salt. In general, we want to decrease the amount of these processed meats as they are not healthy or good sources of protein. Another great option for protein includes seafood such as fish, salmon, tuna, and shrimp. Seafood is a great source of protein and is typically lower in fat compared to some meats and chicken. Look for seafood options that cost less, such as frozen fish, canned seafood, and milder white fish like tilapia or haddock. Canned tuna, chicken, or fish are also options that can be a quick and healthy way to add protein to any meal. You can also add protein to any meal just by adding an egg. Of course, eggs are great in an omelet for breakfast or dinner, but hard-boiled eggs are great for a quick and healthy snack. Eggs are also relatively cheap for the amount of protein they provide and have a longer shelf life than fresh meats. Finally, beans, legumes, and nuts are healthy and cost less than other protein options. And here's a tip: replace half the meat in whole grain tacos, soups, and other meals with beans. It's great if you're stretching your budget while making your meals healthier. Remember to use unit prices to compare if it's cheaper to buy protein, such as beans, in canned or dried forms. And keep in mind, even the healthiest of proteins can be made unhealthy by how you cook them. Try to bake, broil, grill, or saute your protein instead of frying. If you must pan fry, use a thin coat of olive oil cooking spray to cut down on the fat. And never thaw meat, poultry, or fish at room temperature. So again, when making 1/4 your plate protein, make sure to seek out lean proteins, nuts, beans, and seafood. For more tips on creating low-cost healthy meals, watch the next video in this series. And be sure to sign up for an in-person store tour provided in partnership with Local Matters, a nonprofit community organization. To schedule a tour time, email us at chwn@nationwidechildrens.org. You can also visit us on the web at nationwidechildrens.org/healthyweight.